Town Talk today brings Plymouth Town Manager Melissa Arrighi back to our set. Welcome back, Melissa.
Thank you.
Lots of things going on, and we're going into summer. We're going into summer.
It's such an exciting time, and it's when we all want to be outside, and the tourists and the residents want to be outside, and of course that's just the time when the town is doing all their work. It's the season, so you're going to see a lot of places ripped up. We'll try and be careful, but there's a lot to get done.
Well, let's talk about a bunch of different things. Let's start with North Plymouth and the Cordage Park.
Finally, in all the years I've worked here, we have talked about starting the Cordage Park project, and it's here. You're going to see us break ground any day now. Okay. Jonathan Beater, our DPW director, has everything lined up. There'll be a beautiful new boulevard that will bring you into Cordage Park. And then we anticipate that Cordage will start their development very soon as well. And we're also working on looking at expanding educational opportunities in Cordage. So boy, that is a place to watch in the future in North Plymouth.
Right. And can you give any idea of what will be inside the development of Cordage Park?
They've proposed different things, but there will be housing units. Closer to transit. Right there. There will most likely be a restaurant. They'll expand the educational facilities, and of course there's medical and offices and a gym near now that will stay.
Beautiful. All right, Waterfront. There's some private changes going on in the Waterfront?
We're going to see a lot of changes in Plymouth when it comes to Water Street. Now, I think that's surprising for some people, but a lot of that property is privately held. So we've had the Governor Bradford there for a lot of years, but that is under agreement. The potential new owner has approached the town to change Governor Bradford into apartments or condos, but with some storefronts or a restaurant underneath. So we'll still have some access to the public. But that'll be a big change for us, as well as staff. We have to consider how that will affect the number of units that we have available in town for visitors that come in for hotels and motels.
Right. Okay. The Plymouth 400.
So
there's tons with
there's
the
a
Plymouth 400.
ton going on with them. Now, they have arranged for their signature events. We keep hearing about these events, but I did officially get a flyer with the dates on them. So that is out there. We can start to really plan for how we'll handle security, how we will move people around, where those events will take place, how can we provide assistance, because you think about litter and rubbish, the more boring aspects of what goes behind an event. And so we'll be working closely with the 400th and staff to see how we can provide full town support for those signature events. But look them up and start to mark your calendar.
Okay, great. The DCR land and the State Pier.
Yeah, so we've talked about the State Pier for a long time. There's so many more things I think that could take place for events, in addition to how it physically looks. So DCR has really partnered with the town on what further things that they can do there. And the governor has made a real commitment to improving the state land locations throughout the Commonwealth. So when it comes to our area, we know how much we want to do the dredging and bring in small ships and improve the park. You're going to see some of those improvements, and you do right now if you go down to Water Street, as we expand the sidewalk into a little bit more of the green space. We hope to be able to partner with them very closely so that over the next couple of years we can make more significant changes.
Okay, great. South Plymouth. Talk a little bit of Taylor Avenue. What's going on in South Plymouth?
You know, you don't forget a part of town. In South Plymouth, there's a lot going on also. Whitehorse Beach is very popular.
Yes.
Obviously, the town needs to provide more assistance there. It tends to be one of those beaches that, you know, it has more partying, let's say, on it, so it gets more litter and it's a little dirtier, and we're trying to do things to improve that, but at the same time, we're going to be ripping up Taylor Avenue. So we're going to try and avoid the very peak of the summer season, but that's going to be nearly impossible next year as we change that road layout, make it wider, put in some infrastructure. So that's going to be a disruption. It should be beautiful when it's done. In addition, in Manamet, the Sims House that we've talked about on the show before, which the town purchased years ago, we are finally getting ready to reveal how beautiful that renovation looks. We'll have some kind of ribbon cutting, open door ceremony so that people can come in and see what their money was spent on. And then we're looking for a professional nonprofit organization that can run that facility, keep the 2 apartments that are there, bring in some businesses to run the office space, and there'll be meeting room and a social area on the first floor. It's pretty exciting.
That's great. Now, town elections coming up?
Those are coming up. Boy, I haven't seen a selectmen's race like this in some time. So six candidates for selectmen. Yep. I know that there is a school committee. Has some seats that are up. So I think we may have some new interesting faces.
Yeah.
I know that on the Board of Selectmen, we have a vacant seat. Selectman
Yes.
Page has finished his term and is going to concentrate more on other things, so he is not running again. So certainly there'll be one new executive on that board at least.
Yep. Okay, big changes.
Yes.
And we're heading for the very, very busy season in Plymouth.
Yes.
And we're very excited.
The best season, though.
Yes, absolutely. Couldn't agree more. Thank you. We'll have you back for an update very soon.
Great.
Okay.